Welcome to an upside down tag album tutorial. I'm Shari Philomohala here at the G45 headquarters, and today I'm going to teach you how to take our large tags and turn them into an interactive tag album. This upside down tag album is really going to knock your socks off with fun surprises, and it's also just so easy and fast to create with all the pieces that you get in your kit. It just makes it a cinch to whip this up in this tutorial, so it makes the creating process so much fun. And you can see there's just ample spots for your large photos and for journaling. You can really personalize this, making it great as a gift, or to maybe you want to commemorate a birthday, maybe a tea party, spring, Mother's Day, baby shower. The ideas and options are really endless, but we would love to hear, as always, what you're going to do with yours. And if you're going to use a different paper collection or you're going to make two, let us know what you're up to. This album has been created for us by the one and only Maria Cole. And if you know her work, you know it's always classy and always filled with great techniques. Now, to pick up this kit so you can follow along, you can go to our website, G45papers.com, and there you can become a subscriber, or you get a kit like this sent directly to you in the mail every month, or you can just pick up this single kit. So in your kit, you're going to get the Alice's Tea Party 12 by 12. It comes with 18 double-sided sheets and 2 cardstock stickers. You're going to get the Alice's Tea Party chipboard, which adds great dimension, the Alice's Tea Party journaling cards, our flower assortments in shades of pink, our G45 trim in pink, and the large tags, of course, as well as a project sheet with colored photos and step-by-step directions. So go ahead, grab your kit, or even if you just want to follow along and learn some new techniques, you can do that by just grabbing some tags and some papers and then follow along with us in this tutorial. So grab your pack of tags. In the kit you get ivory, but we do also have black and craft. So with the 3 options, you could really do this project with any G45 paper collection. And even if you are creating your own tags at home, our tags are approximately 8 3/4 inches by 3 7/8. So the first thing we want to do is turn our tags upside down, since this is our upside down tag album, and we are going to mark in the center, which is 1 15/16 and 1/4 inch down. Make a mark on one of your tags. And then using a hole punch or a crocodile, I am going to punch that out. And I'm going to have my circle, or I'm going to have my dot that's in the center, I'm going to have it be at the bottom of my punch, like so. So use this template to punch all 6 tags. Step 2, we're going to take our fantasy paper and we're going to cut out these I'm late borders to be 3 7/8 of an inch. And we're going to do 3 of those. From your flower assortment pack, grab these 5 flowers, 4 butterflies, 2 greenery, and 2 centers. Add some foam adhesive and then layer these up, just staggering your petals. Using some liquid adhesive, I have put adhesive on one of my large butterflies, and I'm going to top the other one on top of that and then tilt it to a slight angle. So it'll appear once my adhesive dries that my butterfly is fluttering. And then using a damp towel, just dab off the excess. Using your adhesive of choice, I'm using the Art Glitter Glue. I'm taking 1 tag, and remember where my punch tool is, that is the top of my tag. And I'm going to adhere my border about a ½ inch from the top of my tag. Next, I'm going to take this teapot sticker and it's going to go right over my hole in the center. This is going to act as a hole reinforcement. So just take that same punch that you used to punch out your holes earlier and flip this over to the back side so you can see where your hole is that you punched, and punch again. Now I've taken this 4x6 journaling card and I've added adhesive, but I didn't go all the way to the edge because our tags aren't quite 4 inches. They're 3 7/8. So the paper is a little bit larger than our tags. So be mindful of that when adhering your paper. Now I've grabbed this tea time oval chipboard and I am just filing off those little nubbins. Adhere the chipboard to the bottom, and this is just going to go a little bit off the side on the right, and this will just go a little bit off the right again below our large guy. Now I've put adhesive just on parts of the leaves, leaving some of them off since this might go a little bit off of our cover. I've added adhesive to these, and now they can just slide underneath this large flower. And that's why I only added adhesive to the center of our flowers, so that way we can slide in our leaves or anything else. And then I've added my 3 other butterflies on there. You can, of course, always leave them so they can get a little bit of lift underneath their wings and only adhere one side of the wings. However, I think my album's going to get a lot of movement and play, so I just adhered them all down. From your ribbon pack, we're going to take this pink chevron and cut 14 inches of that. Fold that in half, and then I'm going to thread the part that's folded in half through the back of our grommet to the front. Take those tails and tuck them through and tighten. And then from here, I'm going to tie a bow. Of course, if you want to keep it simple, you can just thread your ribbon through the bottom. In that case, I would just do about 8 inches rather than the 14. And now that I've got my bow how I want it to look, I'm just going to take some ribbon scissors, my designated ribbon scissors, and make my ends a little neater. And then, of course, if you want to make sure that those don't fray in the future, you can always just take your match or a lighter and just do a quick pass on that. Your edge can get a little bit brown, but it's going to stay sharp, which I prefer to it starting to fray. And then, of course, if you want to make sure that your bow doesn't come out, you can always slide some adhesive in there and adhere your bow together. So your bow should look a little something like this. Step 8, we're taking precocious, and we've cut 2 pieces to be 3 7/8 by 7 inches. Next, we're going to take 12 inches of the pink grosgrain ribbon, and on either edge, on about 2.5, 3 inches, I've added some nice heavy-duty double-sided tape. And we are going to be creating a little belly band on the front of our pink precocious paper. Want to make sure it's nice and smooth. So just adhere one end at a time. So making sure that it's nice and tight, but there's no buckling. Then grab these chipboard pieces and we are going to adhere them onto our ribbon, making sure that it doesn't adhere down to our precocious paper. So this, we want to be a little bit weighted to the top. Step 10, we're taking our Curiouser paper, and if you're following along in the directions have this a little bit wrong. So it is 9 inches by 6 inches, and then we are going to score both of these pieces not at 2 and 4, but we are going to score at 3 inches and 6 inches. So follow me and not the directions, and take those curiouser papers that are 9 inches by 6 inches and score at 3 and 6. Go ahead and crease those in a Z. From your journaling cards, center and adhere these two 3x4 cards. Grab tag number 2 and center and adhere your precocious paper. Insert this Always Time for Tea accordion fold, and then take 12 inches of that satin ribbon and follow the same steps we did for that first bow. Step 13, locate your Queen of Hearts and your Mad Hatter 4x6 cards, and then we are going to take a second sheet of Fantasy and cut 2 pieces to be 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. I am going to adhere this in a U shape, like so, right on top of my Queen of Hearts. I did it in a U shape, so you know the drill. We have a pocket if we want it, but if we don't want it, nobody's going to know it's there. Tag 3, we're going to adhere the border towards the bottom and flush on top of that our photo mat. Take a blue square sticker and adhere to the top center of your card 3 and repunch that hole. Layer these up, add your foam adhesive, and this is just going to go on the bottom right hand corner. Add your greenery and a chevron bow. Step 15, from the Fantasy paper, we're taking this pink teapot, and this cute little striped border that's 3 7/8 of an inch. Next, find these 2 from your journaling cards. Step 16, we've taken tag 4, and these are from our stickers. There's 2 border pieces here that have been cut to 3 7/8 of an inch, and these are going to adhere about a 1/2 inch from the top of our tag. Add adhesive to our small journaling card in a U shape and adhere to the bottom of our larger journaling card. Adhere both pieces to your tag, and then this is just going to slide into that pocket we created. Then add your satin bow. Step 17, for tag 5, we are going to repeat step 12. So we're taking our 12 inches of grosgrain ribbon and we're going to adhere it wrapping around to the back. So I'm going to take this chipboard set and I've sanded off my edges, and I'm just going to take a little bit of scrap paper and put it on the back. That way I'm sure that this isn't going to pop out. Now, eyeballing where I want this to go, I'll add my adhesive to my pink grosgrain ribbon. I feel like I never say that right. Is it gross grain? Is it grosgrain? I don't know how you can let me know in the comments, but I guess you can write gross grain or grow grain and let me know how to pronounce it. Maybe next time before I do a video, I'll look it up. So I added my adhesive, and this is just going to go right in the center of our tag. Pull your ends, and then I'm doing this upside down because I found if you do your bunny ears method upside down, then your tails end up right side up. So around there. And then while you're kind of working this out and it's looser in this knot area, it's a great time to slip in your nozzle and put in a dab of adhesive. So your bow should look like this at this point. And if you want some added insurance that you're not going to go anywhere, you could even put some adhesive on this back. Just tuck it in there as well. Step 18, we're working on tag 6. And this one is just going to repeat our steps 14. So I'm creating my photo mat. I did just adhere that in a U shape, so I do have a left loading pocket. I'm going to adhere this about a 1/2 inch from the top. Adhere your border flush underneath that. We're going to take this cute little square sticker with the rabbit and put it up at the top. And then using your crocodile, punch out that hole and sandwich up our flowers. Adhere this to the bottom right-hand corner and add your leaves. Add your bow. Step 19, we've located our dreamy paper and we've cut out 3 pieces that are 3 7/8 by 7 inches. Step 20, from the fantasy paper, we've cut out 6 border pieces that are all 3 7/8 of an inch long. Adhere the small border flush with the bottom of our striped paper. In a U shape, we are going to adhere our character border flush on top of that one, so we are creating a nice little pocket. And when I create a little pocket like this, it's nice to pinch your corners together just a tiny bit. You don't want your papers to be off center, but that way you can see there's a little tiny bit of a gap, so it's going to be super easy to slide in your photos and memorabilia. Follow those steps for all 3. Add this Always Time for Tea border to the top, just trim to fit on all 3 papers. And then on the back of card tag 1 rather, we are going to adhere our first of these cute pocket pages we've created. Adhere the You're Invited chipboard just underneath in between the 2 border papers. You can slide in the You're Invited to Tea into our pocket. And then we're going to create another hole reinforcer by adding this cute little sticker to the top. Of course, grab your crocodile and repunch that hole. Step 23, we're going to cut 3 pieces of enchanting to 4 inches by 12 inches. Score all 3 of these on the 12-inch side at 6 inches. Go ahead and fold and crease all 3. Step 24, from our fantasy paper, we're cutting up this pink and blue Always Time for Tea border, and all 3 of them will be 3 7/8 of an inch. Adhere this Time for Tea 4x6 on top of one of our plaid and floral pieces. And then flip over our card tag number 2. We are going to adhere our teapot, just the top half, onto our little flip top photo mat with our queen on there. Adhere this to the center on the back side of our tag 2. And then grab your border, and that's going to adhere just underneath there. We're going to take tag 3 and flip it over, and then we're going to repeat steps 22. Adhere on the back, and then take the Tea Party chipboard and adhere between your 2 borders in the center. Take your Tea Party square sticker and adhere that over our hole. This is going to tuck inside and then punch out that hole. Step 27, we're going to take tag 4 and work on the back, just repeating steps 25. Adhere the tea time journaling card and the chipboard to the front, so you've created this great photo mat, and add your border. Step 28, we're taking tag 5 and adding our goodies to the back. We're just going to repeat steps 22 for this. Adhere it on the back, add your Always Time for Tea Time tag chipboard in the center of your borders, and then tuck in this cute little Time for Tea journaling card. Step 29, we're going to work on the back of tag 6, and we're going to be repeating all the steps except for how we place our chipboard. So just repeat steps 25 for this. Now on the back of this cute little circle chipboard, I've added some foam adhesive and a little bit of wet adhesive as well. That way I know I'm going to get a really good bond, because this is going to be acting as a flap to keep our back shut. So I want to make sure I can see on the side here I want to make sure that I am not obstructing or adhering down my little photo mat, so this will be able to pull up and fold back under whenever I'm ready. So that is the perfect placement for me. Now we just need to wait for this to dry. Get all 6 of your tags in order and then grab your binding ring, and then let's go ahead and put our album together. How stinking cute is this album? So we hope that you had a great time creating along with us today, adding all this dimension and fun tags and pockets and pullouts and photo mats. We'd love to see your projects and what you created. So go ahead and share with us on Instagram using the Graphic45 hashtag. And if you're looking for more great fun and fabulous tutorials like this one, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then hit that notification bell so you know each and every time we're uploading new fun and fabulous tutorials. We thank you for joining us, and as always, happy paper crafting.